The war in Ukraine continues to have an impact on global commodity markets like grain and oil. U.S. officials had hoped that gas prices could remain contained, but a recent decision by OPEC Plus, which is led by Saudi Arabia, to cut oil production sparked outrage and some to question the U.S. alliance with the oil-rich nation. These questions come as we're learning new details about a Saudi-American man stuck in prison overseas. Saad Ibrahim Almadi is an American citizen who posted tweets criticizing the Saudi government's class system and distribution of money among its people. The 72-year-old sent those tweets over the course of a few years while he was here in America. When he went to visit his family in Saudi Arabia in November of 2021, he was taken from the airport and has been in Saudi prison ever since. Joining us now is his son, Ibrahim Almadi, who has been fighting to secure his father's release. Thank you so much for joining us. Talk to me about that day that you last saw your dad. How did you hear about what happened?
Last time I saw my dad, I thought everything was okay. I didn't know about his situation until December 20th. That's when I reached out to State Department and our embassy in Riyadh.
And what did you hear?
They told me, we'll try to locate your father. We have no idea where he is right now.
And did you ever learn then about some charges? How did that information come to you?
Nothing until March 29th, when they saw my father in Al Hayr prison. It's a political prison where they throw the Saudis there for practicing freedom of speech, which they don't have in their constitution there, but as American citizens, we have it here.
And so what are they accusing him of?
Terrorism, trying to destabilize the kingdom. And they torture him until he convicted himself that he made these tweets to do that.
And you say that he's been tortured. What evidence do you have of that?
That's his own words, his own reply to the judge. The judge wanted to sentence him for 42 years. But after reading my father's reply to the way the investigation went, they discounted him to 16 years from 42.
You've not been able to talk to your father?
Until now. And the Department of State have no news about my father since August 10th.
So you don't really know his status at all?
Nothing.
Is there any way to get any kind of update, or what does the United States...
I mean, the White House need to recognize my father. He's a senior American citizen. I don't want my father to die in prison like Dr. Abdullah Al-Hamid.
Of course, you're aware of the publicity and the push to get the United States to free Paul Whelan and Brittany Griner from Russia. Do you feel that there is any similar efforts underway to get your dad out?
That's what I'm hoping for, but nothing yet.
You've said that the State Department has mishandled your father's case, and I do want to give you a quote that they have told ABC. They say, "We have consistently and intensively raised our concerns regarding his case at senior levels of the Saudi government several times in both Washington and Riyadh, and will continue to do so. The Saudi government understands the priority we attach to resolving this matter and that they have no further updates." How do you respond to that?
I mean, if His Highness Crown Prince, quite sensitive from Twitter, I suggest he buy the rest of the stake and shut down Twitter. He can't send senior American citizen to prison for practicing his First Amendment.
And so what does the U.S. State Department tell you? Or do you get any updates from them at all?
Nothing. Last time I talked to them was 2 weeks ago.
And
there
what
is
did
nothing.
They say?
We're still working on it. We submit a ticket to see your father, but the Saudis didn't respond to the ticket.
If you could talk to your dad, what would you say to him?
Said, I love you so much. I'll do everything to bring you back home.
Is there anything else that you can do? Do you feel, or are you kind of in the hands at this point? Are your hands tied because you're just waiting for the State Department to act?
Absolutely. They need to act, and they must act. My father is facing the most aggressive sentence for American citizen overseas. The Saudi court, under MBS, they broke a new record. They need to act.
Did your dad express any concern when he was going over there to Saudi that because he had been critical of the government that something might happen?
That's a lovely question. My father have his American passport printed, a photo of it, in his bedroom. And he told me, son, if I'm gone, immediately reach out to our embassy.
And you did that?
Absolutely.
And you feel that the response has not been adequate?
Not yet.
Well, we thank you so much for sharing your story, your father's story with us, and hope that it'll do some good for you.
Thank you, Linsey.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.